Ever wondered why you aren't making money in the financial markets? Ever wondered why you aren't achieving the trading goals that you set out to achieve? In this video, I will tackle the top 5 trading tips for beginners on how you can become a much more better trader. Let's get right into it. So for tip 1, I'm going to say educate yourself. As a beginner, you may not know much about the financial markets. You may not know whether you want to end up trading stocks, commodities, Forex, stock indices. There's so many asset classes that you can trade. You just need to figure out where do you want to find yourself trading, what do you want to do, how you want to go about it. And to do so, you have to educate yourself. You have to educate yourself not in terms of just the financial markets as a whole, but also in the sense of what method you'll be utilizing as you navigate this vast industry and of so much opportunities. So educating yourself is definitely number one. You have to either find a company, you have to find an individual, a mentor, someone who can take you through the motion of understanding your place as a retail trader, how you tie it up with the brokerages, how you tie it up with the institutional traders that trade for hedge funds, for investment banks. Where do you fit in, and how do I interact with the financial market, and what are my opportunities on how I can now profit from this huge industry of a $1 trillion market cap for the Forex market alone? How can I make my money? And the only way to find that out is to educate yourself, ideally by a company or by an individual who has a good number of years of experience in him or herself trading the financial markets. That's definitely tip number 1, and one of the most important tips that I can give to you all as you are starting your journey. Number 2, I would say start small, or start on a demo account. Please do not utilize all of your money. Don't use your life savings. Don't use your 401k. Please just start small. Learn, and as you learn, you'll be able to take that amount and take that, not necessarily to take $10 to $100, to take $100 to $100,000, not like that at all. Just starting small to build that experience, to build up that confidence in executing positions by yourself, so you can be financially independent, so you can be independent in the sense of you don't need to rely on somebody else to give you a signal, buy here, sell here. You can rely on yourself, and that is the number 1 level and the number 1 goal that you should have as you enter into this industry. Is to be 100% independent and not have to rely on anyone else aside from yourself. So that's definitely, and the only way to do so is to start small, to build up that experience and eventually get to that point where you can be an independent, profitable trader. So that's ideally what you would like to do. So starting small on a demo account is to build up that experience, build up that exposure to the market, so you don't need to feel as though all your emotion is hanging on this one particular position, because then you end up essentially gambling, and we don't want to be erring on that side of the edge on trading and gambling. You don't want to be moving more closer to gambling. You want to have a method on how you interact with the financial markets, and that's very important. So tip number 3 will be risk management. And risk management, of course, once again, falls part and parcel with, are you gambling? Are you trading? You have to be trading, and in order to trade, you have to understand how much you're risking and how much you're willing to gain. And when you do so, risk management is a very important aspect of this. You must understand, you must also have previous data, analytical data, in the sense of, does your method work over a period of years? Does it work over a period of months? Are there particular months in which it works best? Is there a particular time in the year where it works the best? Is there a particular time of the year where it doesn't work the best? Ideally, any method should find itself working for many years, for decades, in fact. If your method does not work for decades, and the only way to find that out is to backtest it. And by backtesting, I mean you go through previous charting data, you analyze that, and you apply your method to previous charting data. And if you can do that so for the past maybe 5 years, 6, 7 years, and it comes out profitable over the course of those 5 years, for the next 5 years, the very high possibility and a very high potential that it can continue to be profitable over the next 5, and then that's exactly what you want to be doing. So risk management, very important. You have to apply it to every single trade. You cannot have a trade that you take on MetaTrader 4, on whatever web trade that you are trading on, and you do not apply risk management, you do not understand how much you are risking and how much you are willing to gain per trade, and ultimately for the week and for the month. That's very, very important. Number 4, have a trading plan. If you do not have a trading plan, you don't know what you are doing, you're gambling. If you're gambling, you shouldn't be in the financial market. You should be in the casino doing your business on the slot machines or on the poker table, wherever you may be. If you are trading, you must have a plan. You have to go in understanding why you are here, what you're going to do, and how you're going to do it. You don't go to your workplace and not know what you're going to do there. Go to your work knowing exactly what you're going to do. So if you need to sign a contract with yourself right now to sign and to create a trading plan with risk management applied onto that trading plan, and I'm going to execute on that particular plan for the next few months, so I can analyze what I've just done. And if I have to sign a particular contract, you got to do that, and you need to make sure that you take this seriously, because if you do not, you'll burn, you'll lose a lot of money, and we don't want that at all. You know, any mentor in the space that genuinely cares about their clients will never want their client to be losing money. Ultimately, we are all here to make money together, for that matter. And it's just, it's very sad that there are particular mentors that don't mind to see you burn for their own enrichment. But of course, as a Forex mentor myself, I certainly do not want any of my clients to find themselves burning, or even just to be losing money, in the sense of they're just gambling, aren't really being disciplined. And that carries on to my 5th point, which is the number 5 in the top 5 tips for beginners. That is to stay disciplined. You must be disciplined. You have to be able to go pitch up every single day and apply the particular trading plan that you have put into place. Apply that every single day. If you cannot do that, great. Then I genuinely don't know what. I don't know why you are trying to earn a side stream of income if you aren't even willing to sit down and be disciplined, in the sense of applying it every single day, applying it day in and day out. You need to do that. It's so important. And yeah, that's definitely number 5. As a beginner, it's a lot to take in, a huge chunk of information that you have to take in, but you do so every single day, bit by bit. You know, you take time every single day, whether it's hour per day, 2 hours per day, just to learn about, just to expose yourself to it. And as you do so, as you apply your trading plan, as you apply your risk management plan, as you practice your method that you utilize in the financial markets, as you get the results of live trading for the next quarter, the next 3 months, you're able to use that data along with your backtested data and to reassure yourself, in the sense of, you know what, if I apply this method, I have the potential to increase my account by 50% over the next quarter. I have the potential to increase my account by 20% over the next quarter if I risk 1% per day to make 2%, if I risk 2% per day to make 6%. However it may be, as you go through it, as you expose yourself, this is one of those industries where you need to build the experience by actually doing the work. You can't study for this, because studying, getting the information is one thing, but applying the information is another, because now you have your emotions that you have to take into consideration. You have so many other things that you have to take into consideration. Yeah, it definitely is quite something that needs to be done. And all I can say is go ahead, do it, do the best that you can do, and remain disciplined as far as what you can. I think that is ultimately, you know, what that is the most important part of trading, or being a full-time trader, is that you need to be disciplined to be able to apply all the methods in the world. Doesn't really matter what it may be, you must be disciplined. But right, that is it for the top 5 trading tips. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, check out the channel for new videos, and I can assure you there's so much more in this channel that's going to really change and alter your trading destiny and how you're going to go about trading in the future. Keep safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.